Hello everybody, Tortoise Investing here. Today we're going to be talking about how much you need to live off those beautiful dividends that we are going to accumulate over the next 10, 15, 20, 30 years. Now this is a tricky question to answer, but it is one I'm going to try to explain and how you can go about trying to help yourself reach that goal a little bit better. Now, if you love dividend investing, make sure to hit that subscribe button. Drop a like down below. I greatly appreciate it. Super free and easy to do, and it helps me out a ton. Now, without further ado, one of the best things that you can do is to track yourself. I know that seems a little like okay, but really, track yourself, your annual dividend, your monthly dividend, month over month, quarter over quarter, and in 2 to 3 years, look back on, see your progress. It's going to be very motivating. Now, the first really hard hurdle to get over is the first 100K. For some reason, it takes forever and a day to get there, but once you get that first 100,000 invested, the second 100,000 is going to be a little bit quicker. After that, the next 100,000 is going to be quicker, and then just it chops itself down over time because you are going to be reaping the benefits of dividend reinvesting, getting that snowball rolling. It's very important to try and get that 100K as quick as you can. I know not everyone can just throw 100K in there and just, oh, I did it, but it is going to be a long journey for most of us, but it will be one that will be absolutely worth it. So definitely track yourself. It's going to be very motivating. Next up, have an end goal in mind. Like, how much do you need to live off of? The best thing you could probably do is calculate all your bills and stuff together and add like 3% per year, and then try to contribute around 4 to 5% extra per year. That way you are accounting for inflation, because no matter what we do, that little evil thing is going to be around forever. So another thing it's very important to do is go ahead and be planning for inflation for when you do retire in 15, 20, 30 years. And whenever it does come for the moment where you're just like, all right, we're almost there, you're not caught off guard and short a bunch. You've already taken in the fact of that. You have your investment plan where you're putting a little bit extra in each year to account for that. And next up, the last thing that you can do is to figure out your time horizon. That's another one thing that's like easier said than done. You don't know what tomorrow's going to bring. You don't know how much you're going to be able to invest next year or the year after that. But kind of have something set in mind. Have your mind set on a goal. I want to hit this amount by the time I'm 45, 50, 55, 60. And one of the best things I personally feel that anyone can use for that is a dividend calculator. Now, MarketBeat.com has one that I absolutely love and think that it is fantastic. I have my own information put in here, as you see. I got this info from TrackYourDividends.com. So this is my personal portfolio. This is everything dealing with my portfolio. I probably need to update that. It was 2.77. I put in 2.99. Let's go ahead and adjust that real quick. Boop, boop, boop. And we're going to hit calculate. But you can go ahead and put in all your information here. Your starting principal, how much you're going to be contributing every year, the dividend tax rate, distribution amount, your drip. Are you going to be dripping? Yeah, you're going to be dripping. Initial annual dividend yield, your expected growth in your dividend and your share price per year, and how long you're going to be invested for. You might be sitting there and you're just like, well, how do I calculate this stuff? Well, the market averages 9 to 10% a year, and I have very confidently set up my portfolio and will continue to do the research to have market-beating results year over year. So the way that I have things set up, I'm very confident that I'm going to be able to hit 10% a year with this thing. And for the dividend yield amount, go over, put your stuff and track your dividends, go to future values, and it will have your 5-year growth rate right there. So this says 14%. I was a little bit conservative and did 10%. Again, I honestly, the 10% is probably a little conservative too for the growth with the holdings and stuff I have in it. But I want to, I want to do that. I want to play it safe. So the way that I have it set up, again, hit the calculate, and you can scroll down here, and you can kind of see where you're going to be sitting year over year over year. So according to this, it's going to take me around 10 years to hit that first 100K. Okay. Well, it's going to take me around less than 5 years after that to hit the next 100K. And then it's going to take me around 3 years or less to hit the next 100K. And you can see as time goes on here, and even 2 years at that to hit 400K. As this is growing, and this isn't accounting for me contributing more and more and more over time. This is just giving me a baseline for everything. Am I going to be contributing more than $5,000 a year? I can just about tell you now, right now, yes, absolutely. I'm going to be having my car paid off here soon, and I've got some credit card stuff, just had surgery, going to get that stuff paid off, and yeah, absolutely, this is going to be cranked up. Now, what is a realistic number for me going forward? Let's just say, right now, contribute 5,000. Let's say that I'm able to take what I put in my car and invest a small chunk of it. Okay. So we're going to change this to 7,000 to count for me having that little bit extra oomph in my investing. And just by investing that little bit more, watch what happens here. That jumped a lot. So just by making that one adjustment, knowing, hey, my car is going to be paid off in the year, I'm going to be able to contribute that into my portfolio. Go back to your game plan, readjust everything. I just went from $435,000 in 20 years to $586,000 in 20 years. So this is something that you can always update and just pay attention to. Annual dividend income, $16,442. And another thing, excuse me, know your tax brackets. Where do you fall in line with everything? Do you have an ordinary income? Do you have qualified dividends? All of these things you can factor in. But yeah, this is my game plan going forward. Again, I'm wanting to retire before I hit 50 years old, currently 31. And my end goal is around $15,000-16,000 a year. And I think I could hit that. We don't really have all that many bills, and yeah, that is in a nutshell some things that I think that anyone could do to help themselves set themselves some goals going forward with their dividend investing. But yeah, that's everything I got for you. Make sure you hit that like and subscribe button down below. None of this financial advice, always do your own research, and until next time, take care. See ya.